2, 1.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Stories from the Unbound Shores, where last week we left off after having the group having reconvened from a meeting with the king and learning that in the days of yore, the Forgotten Fortress had some drow problems. That they, for some reason, needed Atlas in particular to deal with. And he had also been reluctant to do so. And so, in an attempt to try and find out what's going on and follow up on another lead, the group has decided to leave the city and head off towards the mountains in search of the
Drow.
friendly, or at least less aggressive drow that they had been told of in the gnomish village.
I wonder if the map would be able to tell us. It's worth a shot, right?
I mean, somebody has it.
Looking at Dirk, who would not let me attune the item.
Did Dirk attune it?
I don't know, did Dirk attune it? Dirk has it. Dirk, but you just haven't said whether or not you've decided to attune it, because this one doesn't really require anything active. You just kind of need it on your person.
I don't think that Dirk actively attuned it, but like if
I thought
just
someone did.
I don't know.
I thought we used it after we got it from What's Her Face.
I don't think you did, but I could be wrong on that.
Well, maybe not. I don't know.
To what are we referring?
But we were planning to use it, so somebody must have attuned it.
It would be cool if I knew what it was.
The map.
Google Map.
Oh.
the one that Elisari wanted, but Dirk kept possession of, so that it would not be as much of a temptation.
Yeah. He was very adamant about returning it to the tower and not letting us get our greasy fingers on it, which, fair, I had chicken for dinner.
Oh, goodness.
It's not my fault that the dwarves cook it greasy.
Where the flavor is.
I mean, so I am told. And who am I to argue that? It was delicious. So, the whole wind walking as far as we can to the west, because it's not going to get us all the way back to the gnomish village, but we also want to try and figure out about these mythological drow on our way there.
Wonder drow.
The wonder drow, is that what you just called them?
No, I said them there drow.
Them there drow. Wonder drow. You'll wonder why they haven't killed you yet.
What was the question specifically about the map?
Did you attune it? And perhaps we can try
to
use it to see if maybe there was a drow settlement that was on the surface at some point. Be a starting point. It's unlikely, but you never know. We have this magical map, we might as well use it.
I do not think that Dirk actively attuned it, so the question would be if it is attuned just by it being on his person for the amount of time that he has had it on his person.
There still has to be some amount of active decision with it.
No. I did not.
It doesn't require focus, but you don't. But you do have to still decide to attune it.
Oh, you conform to squares.
Do Do I know if it would continue attuning if he made a mental note to do it and then we started mist walking?
No, because, well, you do know, and you know that it would not.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
Because when you're missed, your items effectively don't exist.
Yeah.
They exist,
Well-
they're just also missed. And unusable.
So she gives him a look and says, "Alright, well, let's get on our way then." And then we'll wait to make
Start
sure
going
we're
mist.
okay with becoming mist.
Yep.
Going. Okay. And we are becoming mist and going. Do we know what happens if we're still in mist form in the air when it ends? I forgot.
As long as I think there's a certain distance that you fall gracefully, which is like decently large. And after that, you would plummet to your death.
Whee! But I think that you descend like 500 feet or something.
Yeah.
Or 200 feet. It's not insignificant, the amount of ground it covers.
I can pull it up. Oh, that's a new tab. I didn't want a new tab. I wanted a new D&D Beyond tab.
Hang on, I'm looking. When effect ends, creatures descend 60 feet per round for 1 minute until it lands. And if it can't land after 1 minute. So, what, how many rounds in a minute? 10?
10.
So 600 feet. Over the course of a minute. So basically, it's not likely to be a concern.
So you're planning to be like 1,000 feet in the air.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even 700 feet could probably kill you. What is it? A D10? No. What is it?
D6 per 10,
D6 per 10.
up to a maximum of
20d6.
20. Okay, I was not sure.
I have fallen and hit the cap
Oh,
several
what?
times, so I am well versed.
I could theoretically be killed by 70 feet of falling damage. I would have to max damage, but I could be killed by 70 feet.
We should probably not be over 600 feet.
Killed or knocked out?
Knocked out. Kill would take...
Double that.
Is it? I thought it was half your hit points.
Nope.
Over. Okay.
You have to go, you have to go negative your entire,
So then I could potentially be killed by 140 feet. Anyway, math aside, let's fly.
Alright, so you're outside the city gates. Do you guys kind of walk off into the woods a little first, or just start transforming right there?
I mean, is it busy here? Are there... Like, what is the popularity of Mount Mistal? Are people coming and going regularly? Are there merchants? Or is it a very reclusive kind of city where the dwarves generally don't want to deal with people?
They deal with people out of necessity and don't mind people coming and going, but this is also starting to get kind of, it's at least early evening, if not mid to late evening. So pretty much any traffic that would have occurred has likely shut down.
Is it early evening? Because... Oh wait, yeah, that's right. We're nocturnal.
We've probably been here about 2 hours.
I think we were here
3.
3 hours?
3 is probably more accurate, yeah.
We teleported here after getting up. We get up at 6
4?
p.m. or something.
5 or 6?
I think it was 4-ish or something like that. Because you guys would like go to bed around 6 when the sun's starting to get up. So then 8 plus that. That would be like 2. So maybe it was, I don't know. So it's like somewhere between like 2 and 4 is when you would get up. Well, so when you would all be up. Because Dirk.
Man, Dirk needs his beauty sleep.
Is he getting it?
I mean, recently, not particularly.
I mean, look at that hair. Of course he is.
Oh my. So we're windwalking. Oh. We're windwalking after we get out of sight of people? Is that the idea?
I mean, there'd be some guards at the front gate, but there's like not much in the way of travelers to more thoroughly answer Tristan's question.
I don't know, I'm following your lead, so. I'm a wizard, so I expect people already know that I do weird shit, so I don't really care if people see me doing weird shit.
I guess it becomes a question of what did you said the prevalence of magic in the world was? This is a high magic world?
I'm not sure I'd go so far as to say high, but above average at the very least.
So, I mean, given that Dirk and I are from a place where everyone is a spellcaster, and spells are being cast hourly, we probably don't see any problem with just performing magic in front of other people. The other people that we perform magic in front of might feel differently, but I could definitely see Eskel just being like, yeah, we're just gonna turn to mist and fly off. We're not in anybody's way. He's not gonna be worried about anybody seeing it. I don't know if Dirk feels differently.
Dirk's gut reaction probably wouldn't be necessarily the same, just because the majority of his life was spent not on the Isle of Heaven. But it's also much faster to just basically step slightly, like just like a little bit out of the way, and then do it to go where we need to go. And so I don't think that Dirk sees any particular concern with performing this magic in front of people.
So basically it's not ideal, but fuck it, we got places to go and drow to find.
I guess. Yeah.
Alright, so from my understanding, Dirk, Eskel, and Malsari all start transforming into clouds. Aurelion, what do you do?
After stepping off the path. Waving to the
Oh, I
guards, maybe.
follow along. If everyone's mist walking, I am mist walking.
Yes, we're all windwalking.
Wind walking. What's mist walking? Mist walking
I don't
is
know. Samesies. Same thing, different
Magic
name.
the
probably.
Gathering?
Maybe?
No, that's planeswalking.
Yeah, plain, swamp, forest.
No, the planeswalkers are something. Mistwalker.
Well, Mistwalker is something in...
Mistwalker.
It's... let's see.
In World of Warcraft, there's a talent called
Wow.
Mistwalk for
There's Mistwalk.
Mistweaver monks.
There's Mistwalkers in MTG. Alright, we're getting distracted too much.
Yeah,
Come
why
on.
are you getting distracted?
You know what?
It's all your
We sat
fault.
here running around in circles the last, like, 10 minutes.
We were still talking. That wasn't distracting me. Plus, like, what else are paladins supposed to do?
I don't know, heal
They
people.
run circles around
defend
everyone.
things.
It's because you're very fast, Dirk. Fast like the wind.
For
Make
Alright,
me
so you
fly.
guys...
Oh my, Dirk.
I didn't know I could do that. Meant
You can
to
also
hit
just
Alt,
tap-
not Control.
Yep.
You can also just tap F when you're holding your token, and you'll set yourself flying.
Oh, that's less fun than what I was doing.
That is meant to only be a DM
Oh.
control, but for some reason players can do it.
I kind
Booyah.
of like this.
Ah,
It's
flying.
kind of fun.
Alright.
That reminds me of
Whee!
what's his name? Poochie from Simpsons.
I had an English teacher in high school named Poochie.
Seriously? That's unfortunate.
Yeah, he was not a nice guy. He had a big walrusy mustache.
Very
His
nice.
name Poochie Simpsons.
Okay, so
Yeah, remember Poochie?
the four of you start transforming to mist, and as you're not actually casting a spell, since there's not like you're just activating one that's already in effect.
Oh man, no, I so want somebody to come out and be like, "What are you doing? Stop that! Stop that! We're all incapacitated, so we can't stop."
Thinking about clouds real hard.
Yeah, that is pretty much what happens, but they only do that once like your bottom half is like mist. It's like, what's going on?
I want mine to
Look
start
that
from
up.
my head because it will better explain why I'm incapacitated. My face
Sure,
is
let's
just
do that.
gone.
They start questioning us, just the mouth opens and clouds just start spewing around us. It's very unsettling.
Literally can't do anything. So I guess the question is, do they do anything other than yell at us while we stand effectively still and turn slowly, incredibly slowly into clouds while being unable to respond to them? Like, are they gonna start hitting me?
Probably.
And who is they? Are they guards?
Yes. So, well, let me. Well, first let me check the other half of this spell, Gaseous Form, because
Aetius, huh?
gaseous, whatever.
Aetius.
The other windy thingy. All right. Search that. There it is. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Huh. So... Well, they would... So, I'm not going to tell you what they're doing, because you're not going to be aware of it. None of you are. I'm just going to tell you what happens when,
Oh, great.
when you come out of it.
Does incapacitated mean unaware? I would make sure of that.
Let's see.
We can't do anything about it, but we might be aware.
I cannot take actions or reactions. Yeah. Uh-huh. And I gotta go back to the other half. I should just have both open at once, but I don't. Because I'm dumb. Yeah, so it's just incapacitated. So... let me see what the other things, like, this, what else might make you... Like, petrified. Well, not petrified. Well, uh-huh. So... I guess you would be aware, and not only that, you would be able to speak and possibly move.
We shouldn't be able to speak.
Well, the only reason I say that is because there are other conditions. Oh wait, no, because you can't just because you're windy, because that's a different part of the spell. But so yeah, no speaking because I forgot that's just part of the spell. But
Yeah.
conditions wise, incapacitated doesn't say anything about it, whereas other
Yeah.
ones do.
Right. If all it says is incapacitated, then all it means is we can't take actions or reactions.
Yep.
If it says somewhere that we can speak only falteringly, I would just say you can't speak because you're turning into wind, but like you could, in the case, stop.
Yeah. You can't speak because you're turning into wind just because that's a part of the spell. But you can't speak in that form.
True. But because it takes a whole minute for the body to turn completely to wind, that means that for a not insignificant portion of that time, you are still mostly yourself. So, I mean, this means that some guards see people who are dressed in full plate armor with symbols of Bahamut on them, and they go and beat the crap out of them. I think they should be thinking twice about their life decisions.
Well, that was not what they were going to do.
Okay.
I was going to have them try and more or less just arrest you, like put you in manacles, drag you away, and then you just
And we just
see
poop
the
out of them.
results of that
And then we're win, or we're miss. It's like, where are we?
It's like...
But yeah, I think we're aware of what's going on. We just can't do anything about it. So what you are telling me is that the guards cuff us and drag us back inside the city gates.
They try and move you. They're moving you slowly.
Yeah.
Because not only are they dwarves, they're trying to drag you, and drag something that they can barely get a grip on because you're partially wind.
I'm giving them
And so-
really dirty looks the whole time.
By the time, like, oh no, this happened to all of you. Not just him. Just so you know.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm giving them really dirty looks the whole time.
Alright, but by about the time you guys actually make it to the like, city gates, the transformation will complete, the manacles will just fall off. Because, I mean, your wind...
I'm kind of imagining, like, as parts of us turn cloudy, like, the manacles just keep falling off one arm, and then somebody
Put
else's
it on the
arm,
leg.
manacle falls off. So they try to cut the legs, and...
Yes, and all of this likely
Loving
ensues.
this.
As non-spellcasters try to deal with magic BS.
So we wake up within the city some distance.
Like, you would be about here. Like, just at the entrance to the gate. Because
okay.
they could move at max, I think, 10 feet around, and that's not considering the fact that you're nearly impossible to grab.
Mm-hmm.
Also, the amount of time for, like, you know, them approaching us and being like, hey, what are you doing?
Indeed.
Stop that.
What's going on here?
Cease and
Stop.
desist. If you do not comply in 3
I'm
seconds,
performing an ocular assessment, and
you have
yeah.
15 seconds to comply. So then we become fully gassed, the manacles just all drop to the ground. A
I
cloud
imagine
like
someone
version.
raises a middle finger, and you dart off into the mist.
and one of the manacles fall on the foot of somebody.
Indeed. I'll have to name these guys later for when you inevitably run into them again.
I'm pretty
Fun.
sure that they are Fujin and Raijin.
Goodness.
Or
Don't
Biggs
go
and
off Griffin
Wedge.
Simmons.
Huh? It's a Final Fantasy reference.
Is that the Japanese names for Biggs and Wedge?
Possibly?
Alright. And so with that, I'm going to move us to a different map.
Like, everybody else darts off, my cloud stays there an extra moment to give them a shrugging gesture, and then darts off.
Which one was it? Was it this one?
I'm just shaking
No,
my
this
head
one I
at
was
that.
just setting up. So I need this one. Yeah. Okay.
So technically, Yasha's form says, while in the form of a misty cloud, the target can't talk or manipulate objects. Theoretically, we maybe could be able to talk while transforming.
I feel like rule of funny,
Unclear.
though.
Yeah, at this
Yeah,
point,
maybe
we've discussed it. We're gonna just go with it for now. If it needs to be revisited
Yeah, it's fine.
at a later point, we'll do it then. Summon players to this board.
I was just curious for my own curiosity's sake.
I need a GM point.
This kind of reminds me of Minecraft.
Well, yeah. All right.
In fact, I have heavy Minecraft
So-
vibes.
Yeah, that's kind of, well,
Trees,
I mean,
yeah.
the system is somewhat blocky. I mean, you can certainly get things to look much more round and natural, but I do not have the time for that. As a matter of fact, I technically didn't have the time for this. This was just computer generated.
I just want to go punch some trees and get some wood.
All right, let me
It
get
does
some,
make me think of Minecraft from this angle.
I wouldn't be surprised if at some point there's a mod or program that lets you convert a Minecraft map to Tailspire.
Oh, that'd be neat.
Did you build this one or did you download this one?
A little column A, a little column B. This was made. I made this map with the assistance of a program.
Oh, the
that
one you showed
would-
me.
Yep, that would generate chunks of it, and then I had to put it together. Which is why there's one section over in the southwest corner, which is a bit odd.
The little, like, island.
No, there's kind of like a sheer cliff.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well, I'm not sure if I just misplaced or what, but yeah, that place is a bit funky.
Yeah,
We found
whatever.
the cliffs of insanity.
Oh, goodness.
They
Alright.
drive the creator insane.
Okay, so that's all tokens,
Starfishes!
atmosphere.
You put those starfishes in?
No. Every prop here was part of the generation.
That's like frustrating that I never got that program crossover to work.
Alright, so we want it to be somewhat dark.
Man, good thing we set up those hand gestures so that we communicate well in this form.
We can talk all about how things are not kittens.
Oh, goodness.
One enemy not kitten.
Alright, so I want...
God, that was like months ago. And it was only yesterday.
that.
I mean, ultimately, every binary is accurate. Everything in the world is either a kitten or not a kitten.
It's true.
Right, like that. And I'll leave just the music off. Just go with ambient.
No
Oof.
music.
Whoa!
Looks like we've still got music for the moment.
Not that it don't matter, or not that it matters that much for us.
Not music I can hear. Like I have the ambient track on, but not like music.
Oh, okay. I'm just looking at the audio. The audio is definitely still spiking. Should I put some music on?
No, I was just not one. Like I mean, if there's something that you want to put on, you can.
No, it's up
I
to
just
you.
wasn't-
If you want the ambiance to have no music, go for it.
I kind of like this.
That's my preference, but I'm also not a big music person, so I can understand if people would prefer to have some music instead.
I think this is neat.
Okay,
Yuri and I like it.
so this section of is particularly hilly, as you guys are kind of close to mountains, where terrain starts to get a bit more varied. Whereas the further away from them you get, it kind of gets flat and more swamp-like.
The foothill.
I do hope that I summoned everyone to the right section so that you can actually see your characters.
I can't see my character.
I'm going to assume you're joking since it's moving. But for the sake of the stream, I'm going to just enable the torch on Aurelion, since that one's mostly going to be moved by me. So, you begin flying west. Are you heading directly towards the Noash village, or are you looking to stick along the mountainside in search of the drow first?
Did we get a general point of reference from the guy who was saved?
Yes, it would be a cave a bit to the a set of caves a bit to the east of the Forgotten Fortress, like a couple days east. So
When was he saved?
What?
This was the journal, right?
No,
No, this is from the guy at the gnome at the North Village who had mentioned the.
Right.
and gave us a bunch of little neat things to give to
the... right. I have those. And I am going to give up, including the one that I have on me. But then he'll have a better one ready when I.
Or at least an equal one.
Well, better in that it's more the style I wanted. Were the reference points he gave us anything in any way related to where I saw those drow taking the Gorgon?
You didn't. You just knew that they were taking it. You didn't really see what direction they were taking it.
Okay.
So if they were taking it west from that place, it could have been towards that same sort of case. Or if they were taking it just north or east, it could have been to someplace else.
Okay, but like, were they close by any measurement? Like, were the location that he's giving us, which is west of where I would have encountered them, is it an hour's walk west, several hours walk west, a day's walk west, or?
I'd say it'd probably be, depending on the speed you're traveling at, anywhere from like half a day to a full day.
Okay, so not nearby.
Not really, no.
So, probably I did not see the same drow if they stick close to that location. Alright, so yeah, I guess we'll just look for the reference points he gave us.
Indeed.
That's what I want to do. How's everybody else feel about that?
Yep.
I think that makes sense.
Cool.
So, your light over the forest in Windwalk is mostly uneventful. You will see some creatures, but none actively engaged in combat, and none, at least of the undead variety. You may choose to engage if you wish, in which case I can give you some more details, but none of them are generally of the type that you've been primarily concerned with.
Okay.
So basically, we're just kind of seeing the local fauna.
Pretty much.
What type of undead are we seeing?
No, it's I said it's not undead.
Oh. Okay. Do these creatures even seem to notice us? Do they shy away if they do, or are they interested?
No. There's one thing that will notice you, and that's a hydra.
Where
But
do we see that?
in one of the rivers along the coming down from the mountain, probably.
Interesting.
Kind of pulls into a lake.
Okay, what does it do when it notices us?
I mean, it kind of kind of coils its head somewhat defensively in case whatever that thing is that it sees comes at it. But as it lacks any ability to fly or range attacks, to my knowledge, you can just fly by if you desire or move to engage.
Did it just seem to be eating, hunting?
It did seem to be in the process of eating some wildlife that had apparently come to drink.
Delicious.
Here. See the wild alligator. Snapping him. I mean, as long as the thing that it's eating isn't a people.
Yep, it's non-humanoid. It would probably be something along the lines of a deer or something like that. Or...
There is something interesting and move on.
Yep.
My cloud doesn't seem interested in sticking around longer than necessary to observe this unusual sight.
Mm-hmm.
And
Place to go.
as Windwalk ends and you begin to drift towards the ground, you will hear a roar not too distant from here. If you guys would like to roll an intelligence check of your choice, aside from investigation, you can try and identify it. Or,
It's a D12. That's not what I should roll.
Well, my nature roll was
I
not
should have rolled a
good.
D12. I got a 6 on the D12 and I got a 5 on the D20. So
Oh my goodness.
ouch.
He got a 10.
I mean, nature makes more sense, but religion's better, and you did say int of your choice.
Yep, you can roll what you like.
Or maybe history.
Because you...
my nature is a 6. There was a loud noise and
surprised your Arcana's not your best.
They're all mostly the same. Arcana, history, and religion, and investigation, which you said no, so
Well,
all
yeah,
three of those
it's
are
not really
7.
knowledge skill. Alright, well, take your pick.
I'm just gonna say history for, like, thinking of what might live in the surrounding areas, and it's a 13.
Alright, so Melisari with a 13 on history. Eskel was a 12 on religion, or no, 12 on nature.
I haven't told you
Right.
my roll yet because I haven't pulled up my sheet to see what the total was, but it wasn't good.
Sorry. So Dirk, what'd you get?
6 in nature.
6 in nature, and Aurelion?
10.
10 in
We are so great.
Nature.
nature. So,
My nature was a 4.
Between the 3 of us, we got a decent roll.
If only that was how that
That's
worked.
a 16?
I forgot, sorry. Last time I asked this. So, Melisari, what'd you get? Sorry.
13.
13.
And I said history.
That's fine. That will do. So between the 4 of you, kind of putting your heads together and kind of eliminating different things.
I hear that there are
Wait, are we
bandage matches around
corporeal
here.
again, or?
Yes, because I said this happened as you're kind of drifting to the ground as the spell ended.
Okay.
So,
I would have wanted to be pretty close to the ground when the spell was ending. Although,
Not
I guess
740
we
feet
have
up.
a great way of knowing. Exactly.
I think it's 750.
I think she said she could maybe survive a 70.
I could potentially be knocked out by a 70-foot fall. It's not likely, but I could potentially be knocked out. I could potentially be killed by 140. But that's besides the point. So, figuring out this roar.
Your best guess, especially, would be that it is a dragon of some form.
Oh, fuck me.
Depends the kind of dragon.
Does, do Drow like to make friends with dragons?
Not
Tristan's
to
campaign,
my,
kind of.
not to my knowledge.
I feel like most people enjoy being friends with the dragon.
It
It's the right kind of
depends
dragon.
on the kind of
Better than the
dragon.
alternative.
Like, I kind of, actually, I feel like my character would just sort of stare back for a moment and say, well, I mean, I did.
Are we just calling Bahamut the dragon in this case? Or is there not an actual...
Bahamut
he
is the
is
You know
platinum
what I'm
dragon.
saying. You know what I'm saying.
I am a drow and I made friends with the platinum dragon.
Bahamut's the dragon.
Yeah, not just a dragon. In any event, what kind of dragon did you hear?
Is there a way to even tell what
I mean, I
kind
thought
of
it was a
dragon without
lion,
seeing it?
so...
I mean,
My money is still on a Bandersnatch.
if
I don't
there
think
are
that's a
ways
real
to
animal.
tell, you don't know them.
Yeah.
Dirk, that creature was just from a children's story. It's not a real animal.
That roar sounded fairly Frumious to me.
How,
I mean-
do we have a sense of how far away it might have been?
I argue.
Should we, roll perception or something?
It wasn't far. Like, you could probably get to it within a minute or two of, within a few minutes of walking. Like, it's not far at all.
The problem is wanting to. Which I'm not convinced we do.
I mean, with a roar like that, if it's a metallic dragon, it's in trouble, and we should probably help it.
Was it a pained cry? It sounded like a hungry cry to me.
Okay,
The only adjective I have is Frumious.
I mean, it
How about
was
this?
reasonably frumious.
How about I sneak ahead, see if I can get a sense of what it is, what's going on. If I run into trouble, I cast Dimension Door to come back right here.
I think you need to galumph, not sneak.
What?
You need to galumph.
No, that's how she comes back.
Oh, okay, that instead of the dimension door. Yeah.
Yeah. I think that sounds like a good plan.
Right.
Do you have any other way of signaling us as well if something is going wrong? Or
Well, hold on,
you
we have
suddenly
the-
appear in front of us, then we just start booking it in, I point in the exact opposite direction of the roar.
Dirk, sending
That
stone.
direction.
Yeah, do Sending Stones require attunement? No, right?
No,
Well, there we go.
just talk to
Okay.
it. And don't throw it at anybody like somebody I once knew.
Not gonna question it. Alright. I cast Mage Armor, because I don't think I've declared doing that.
Didn't speak ill of the dead.
For shits and giggles, I'm going to also cast... fuck, hang on.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how frumious would you say that growl was?
And being definitely a Bandersnatch?
Yes?
Yeah.
I feel like an 8.
An 8. That's very frumious.
Yeah.
Anyway...
I'm not gonna let you convince me of this, Dirk. That was
What-
definitely not a Bandersnatch. Probably.
I'm just saying, it could be.
Would one of you like to cast Protection from Evil and Good on me? I'm thinking I might try to cast Detect Thoughts when I get a little closer.
I got it.
Thank you.
Oof. Oh, I guess I'll also hit, excuse me, name Aurelion with it, since I get to have 2 people.
Friends with benefits. Anyway.
I am rather proud
Oh
of that
wow.
name.
With a 4-person party, we can literally have protection from evil and good on everybody at once.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, I set off in the direction of the sound, going
How
as
does
sneaky
one
peeky as I
galumph?
can.
I,
I feel like
sort of like a
galumphing
skip.
requires
I feel
making
like
a
it's
lot
a
of
skip.
noise. I'm feeling more like it's a tromp.
No.
It could be like a
Maybe
tromping
like
skip.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
with a
It has to
heavy
be
fall
too.
on each foot landing.
Anyway, sneaking.
It's like the opposite of sprightly. I just imagine
Well.
that Dirk and Eskel are chattering about this until you come back.
Yeah.
My stealth is 9. I have no idea what the direction of the sound is, so I'm just going to pretend it's this way.
it is to the west. It's pretty much straight west of where you started.
Perfect.
Sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm trying to populate some tokens here.
Oh, I think I fell down a hole. I fell down a hole.
You've activated their trap card.
This is terrifying. I don't know why I decided to do this. How am I going to be able to tell if it's metallic? This was a bad plan. Why did you guys let me do this?
I've never heard a sword go snickersnack.
What?
The Vorpal blade, right? Goes.
My great uncle, I think, had one like that.
Was it hinged?
No, it just said Snicker Snack every time he swung it. Worst enchantment I've ever seen.
I
We
was
keep it on
going
the
to
mantle
ask,
now.
like, I didn't know if you'd know, because I feel like if a sword spoke in a humanoid voice and said snickersnack every time I swung it, I would not carry it with me because it would terrify me.
I mean, my great uncle was an interesting man.
Ahead of his time. How do you think she's doing?
We haven't heard anything.
Melstar, stop right there.
Okay.
As you get about there, you'll see a spout of flame come roaring over the side of the hill.
I cast Detect Thoughts.
And you guys over on the other hilltop will be able to see this.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Seems like enough light to determine what kind of dragon it is.
Hey, look, fire.
Alright, no more build mode. And you hear the sound of metal on metal, like there's likely someone using weapons in an attempt of fighting it.
So, Detect Thoughts.
Right, let me get this positioned properly, because I just kind of plopped things on the field. So you cast Detect Thoughts. And where are you?
I am close to the edge of the fire. Taking advantage of that effect where... Well, no, I guess if you're outside the light and somebody's outside the light also, it doesn't get that little halo effect thing, but...
Alright, I'm gonna just slap a torch on you just so I can find you. As a matter of fact, I'm doing that to all of you.
Look, she's the one next to the fire.
I think I'm on a tree now. I am on a tree.
You are, in fact. Oh, now you're down. Oh, now you're on a
take
fire.
D6
Nope, now
damage.
you're okay.
There we go.
Okay. So, let's see how that
I accidentally
range on
climbed a tree.
things
How did I
go.
get up here?
Aw, that's unfortunate.
So, it's out of Detect Thoughts range, but it is within dark vision range and has a little bit of light on it from the fire. So, you've seen what looked to be two heavily armored individuals, among the corpses of a few others, in similar garb, fighting something. Roll Arcana for me.
Okay. Arcana 18.
All right. You recognize this thing as a chimera. It is a cross between a lion, a goat, and a dragon.
Yes. Okay.
A product of well, one of the last times a idiot humanoid made a deal with a demon. It got on the material plane and started messing with things.
Fun. Okay. I'm going to use the sending zone to say one chimera fighting two armored individuals. Can I tell what race the armored individuals are from here?
It's kind of
Metal.
hard. Full plate looks
Yeah, I
like. I
figured.
mean, they're not dwarfs. They're not dwarves, halflings, or gnomes. I'll give you that much. They're taller than that.
And I can safely assume that a chimera is not a thing that I want to leave alive.
Generally no. They just kind of have a destructive bloodlust that destroys anything that gets in their path.
Sounds great. So
And yeah.
so I do the sending, two humanoids fighting one chimera by the fire. I think is all I'm gonna bother saying. I'm going in.
I think Dirk had given his stone, so the message goes to Eskel.
What was the
Unless what was it? Shit. Two humanoids fighting one chimera.
By the fire, I'm going in.
By the fire, I'm going in. Unless you say stop or something.
I'm sort of just like holding the stone next to my head as I look out toward where the fire is burning and go, oh. Wait for backup. We're on our way. Long way to run. Too bad we can't instantly become clouds and fly.
And you can't become clouds at all at this point.
It's done. Alright, people. She found a fight, and it seems like it's a beast that needs to be put down. Let's go help.
So I'm gonna just measure the distance.
Hey, Dirk.
Yep.
Do you know what a chimera is?
Does Dirk know what a chimera is?
Roll Arcana.
Because
Or
she
religion,
said that
because
word.
it's also a product of even.
And I feel like it's important.
Let's use this one.
What type of creature is it?
Monstrosity.
I got a 5.
Nice.
Nice.
5. Yeah, you have no idea.
Monstrosities
I
are
think
nature,
that
right?
my great aunt fought one of those things.
I got a 10, so I know I
What are we rolling? Is it Arcana?
Nature?
Nature?
Arcana.
Arcana?
Either are. I got a 19.
Arcana
Wow.
or religion, because it's kind of an arcane thing, but it's also the product of a demon.
So I got a 5 religion then, because
Still a
religion is
19.
what I would have rolled.
Oh. Well, he got a 19, which is awesome. I got a 13 in religion.
All right.
I got an 8. I'm sorry. I still think my great aunt fought one.
Then, Eskel, you're vaguely aware that it's some sort of mishmash of different creatures, typically including a red dragon.
Sort of like, arms like, well, it's not a didgeridoo or whatever you called it.
I'm sorry.
Thank
what?
goodness it's not a Bandersnatch.
That's the one.
And we'd be in real trouble.
Yeah, Bandersnatches aren't like mishmashes of animals, right?
I've never seen one. I don't think anyone has lived.
What if it... I understand. So, Aurelion.
The panicked look in Dirk's eyes.
Aurelion?
Mm-hmm.
You rolled high and might know something. Are you going to tell us what you know, or just, like, giggle at us as we fret about what it is? And
Also, I imagine we're having this conversation as we are moving.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
booking
going to
it.
let you know exactly what I understand.
Like,
If to
y'all
be.
better be fucking booking it. I'm not gonna wait that long.
So, it will take. Let me just pull up my thing here. It will take Aurelion 4 turns to get there. It'll take Eskel 5 turns to get there. It'll take Dirk 6 turns to get there, because none of you run at the same speed.
it's true. You don't. So, I guess the last thing I would say is 30 seconds. Long time in combat.
Yes, it
It
is.
is.
So we start going. At some point during our go, he's probably going to take off
Take off.
to the fight.
To engage.
I mean, I'm gonna be kind of creeping forward a little so I can keep an eye on the fight and hope that I'm not
So,
seen.
I'm gonna slap it into initiative, and just on those turn counts, we will have you guys kind of just appear.
Well, shit.
Sounds good to me.
I got a 5.
So, everybody, please roll initiative. And I forgot my DM dice. 1 second.
Oh, I forgot I have a penalty to initiative.
Hey! My die finally decided it was going to roll high.
That is 17. That one is 22. So 22.
Damn, I think you got the same as me. Yep, you did get the same as me. What's your plus modifier?
3.
Main 2! Roll off! You probably won.
11.
I got a 10!
uh,
All right. Should I roll a new stealth as I creep forward slightly to get an idea of what's going on?
Sure. I won't make it take your action, because it was kind of what you're doing before. I just want to have a solid number to work with.
Ha!
So-
That's better.
Bandicoots.
18.
Sharp claws? 18.
Yeah, to go sneaky, sneaky.
I feel like most of the stories are about their teeth.
Okay.
That's not better.
So, Mel, initiative. What'd you get?
5.
What's your dex?
Dex is 2.
Okay.
Or plus 2. You know what I mean?
Yep. Dirk, what'd you get?
14.
14. Okay. Aurelion?
22.
And, as I recall, Escal had the same, but lost the roll off.
Yes.
Okay. There's the initiative order as it stands. Boop, boop, boop. All of you have moved. Human Knight 1 engages.
Humanoid
Or
knight?
Human
They're
Knight, I
human.
suppose. And
Might not
you'll
be.
see him, you'll be able to see him cast a spell and utter something in Celestial. So, with that information, you could guess that he's either a cleric or a paladin or something you
Wonderful.
haven't heard of.
Wonderful.
Just what you need more of in your life.
What, clerics, paladins?
Paladins.
I have 2 paladins already. I don't think I need more.
Exactly.
And you see a ray of white light shoot down from the sky just above the Chimera at it, and it
Cool.
dodges out of the way.
He can be an acquaintance.
The knight will make an attack, and he will miss. Melzari, it's your turn.
Okay, we are creeping forward. 1, 2, 15, 20. Keeping on the edge of the fire. I still can't really see them. What did I just say? I was at 20? 25, 30?
Ooh, that's a lot of fire.
Sound like a breath weapon.
Oh,
I
that's
can't actually see them on the
can't
board.
all right. I'll put torches on these guys too, because they'd likely have light spells on them, so they would at least have it.
So, well, I guess they're not just armored drow. Sir Lancelot and Sir Galahad and myself.
But I think that is it for me.
The Chimera will take to the skies.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh,
Hello.
hello.
Got the bat wings. Huh? Hello to Drew? Is it Drew?
Yep,
Okay.
It is me.
Hello, Drew.
I thought you were playing still.
we are.
Yarr.
Where? Oh, sweet Jesus.
I like it when it flies.
I don't.
No, it's great.
So it'll take to the skies and attempt to pick up the knight that swung its sword at it on the way up.
It's a shame I can't use shield on somebody else.
Yeah, you have to be an abjurer for something like that.
Yeah, I should consider picking up some more abjuration magic.
No, I mean like the actual subclass.
Yeah, I know. But still.
Alright, and so yours is that. And what is yours? And it hilariously fails to pick him up. And that will be the Chimera's turn. So, Aurelion, you have. So, when you get back to your turn, 2 more times after this for you to get into the fight. And then it'll be 1 more for Eskel. Eskel. And then 1 after that for Dirk.
So I'm just dashing all the way across.
I assume so. If there's something else you want to do, then we could have you guys actually move across.
Nope, that will do.
Yeah, I was intending just to keep dashing.
I mean, it might make it easier or just, like, track better if we actually moved on our turns. Then you wouldn't have to count off the turns.
Alright, well, yeah, alright. For simplicity's sake and the sake of counterbalancing, we're not going to deal with difficult terrain. So
Okay.
you guys can just move
Just
your full
move.
movements. And so you've all had 2 turns at this point, so you can all move, your speed twice and then dash twice.
Alright, you'll
So you
have
don't
to
have a-
set it back or forward.
Oh,
Whatever.
right.
We're doing it on the next one. We can do it on that picture. Oh.
It is, and I'll move Aurelion.
Six. 5, 6. 5. Okay, that's 2 turns worth of dashing.
Okay, Dirk.
Okay.
Sorry, Turk.
Okay, I am here.
tree is being a problem. So you know what? Screw this tree. We are now flying above it all.
What?
It's running that fast that
There's one too far back. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. And no more flight for you.
Like the tree stopped him.
All right, so that's kind of the spread. So it looks like it'll reach a lot faster. Oh, that's the problem. It measured up at a diagonal, so you actually reach it there much faster than my calculations because the ruler screwed with it. Because diagonals are not calculated in the 5th edition way with the ruler. Well, that's good news for Melsari, at least.
Yeah. I mean, I'm suddenly remembering that I don't really have strong, like, compulsions to save people, so I can just dimension door away anyway.
True. I did assume that you had some kind of compulsion to help out, and we're gonna jump in. Which is why we started dashing over, because, like, she's gonna jump in there, and it's gonna be just her and whoever these 2 humanoids are.
I feel like if you say I'm going in after saying there is a fight going on...
Yeah, she did say that. I'm not
assumption
assuming
on our
things.
part.
No. You guys are totally safe assuming that. That was originally my intention. Now I'm suddenly like, wait a second. Who am I again? I've been spending too much time with Eskel and Dirk, man. But you also said wait for reinforcements, so I'm waiting for reinforcements anyway.
So, Human Knight will begin casting a spell, but he seems to still be in the process at the end of his turn.
Interesting.
Do
I know of spells that take multiple turns to cast? Oh, duh.
Yes.
Never mind. Yes, I do. Of course I do. I don't know why you would cast any that take multiple turns in the middle of a combat, but hey, whatever.
This guy's gonna move over here. And seems to be trying to goad the Chimera. Your turn.
Damn, they're still so far away. They feel so close.
there was a lot of ground to cover in
5,
between
10,
this valley.
20, 25.
You can see one of them.
It's about 50 feet away from you.
30.
45 feet.
Shoot it with your elfin laser beams.
Do I need to, like, re-hide every turn?
No.
Okay, good.
You only need to hide once something has, once your stealth is broken, which is generally after attacking or casting a spell.
Yes.
Or finding out that your roll wasn't actually high enough. Because you
That's
get attacked.
Yeah, well.
Ow!
Which has been Cyrus most of the time, as he finds out that the creature has, like, true sight or whatever. Blind fighting.
I have 2 defensives. Yeah, like 3
You
defensive
keep using
spells
it against bugs, okay? It's not my fault.
I know, I've learned. I've stopped using it against those things, but that's most of fighting lately.
Wait, what?
He used it against a purple worm.
Cyrus has like 2 defensive spells, which both are completely nullified if you don't rely on sight.
Like, mirror image. That's interesting. I can't even see the other images.
Yeah. So, waste of time and spell slots and everything else. Alright, so this thing will oblige the knight that's trying to get its attention and
Beast on his
make an
face.
attack. Oh, I need to check for the breath weapon. So you'll see him try and bite with his, lion head, ram it with its goat head, and then try and get it with its claws. Doing impressively poorly with every single one of them.
And thank God for that.
Alright, Aurelion.
Ugh.
I'll move you. We're just gonna turn on some flight so we don't have to deal with trees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You can't trust trees.
8.
They're just
One,
there,
What's the name of that-
biding their time.
4, 5,
Yeah, what's the name of that guy again?
8.
In Order of the Stick?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is he Durkin or something like that?
Yes. Durkin Thundershield.
Alright, you're just at the edge. You'll definitely be able to make it with your probably be able to make it with just one movement on your next turn. Let's go.
I need to go. One turn, right?
Yep.
Five, 6. Man. This has become more apparent.
Yep. Barbarians, man.
Fast.
Imagine if he was a wood elf.
Or if you had mobile, or both.
Yes. A mobile wood elf barbarian is ridiculously fast.
Borders on monk levels.
I don't know what you're talking about because those things don't exist.
Right. Moving on. Dirk.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, so Human Knight will continue casting its spell. Regular Knight will take a swing and manage to get a hit. There's D8.
Got transparent dice, put them on top of your phone's flashlight.
That sounds cool.
Alright.
Transparent dice, though.
You see that the knight is able to wound the chimera. Not grievously or anything, but he does actually manage to get some hits on it. Well, a
Drow
hit on it.
blood.
Well, sorry.
I continue to wait. I think I'm happy with my positioning. Am I? Hang on.
Cast web.
Oh my god, it's still so far away.
Well,
I think I'm still happy with my positioning. Happy enough. So I'm good with this.
okay.
Just watching and waiting.
So then now it's the chimera's turn. What else can it? Well, first I'm gonna look for the breath weapon. Wow. That is just. Oh, that's the thing.
Doesn't want to recharge.
One day we'll recharge. One day. As soon as we all get there.
You'll get it one day, Daryl.
You'll get it next time, Daryl. You'll get it next time.
For the record, I would just like to state, Malsari, it's impressive that you managed to hide against something with 3 heads.
Hi!
You're
I
very
figure it's a little
distracted.
distracted, yeah.
Cerberus.
Alright, this time I managed to actually pick the knight up. So they're going for a ride.
Oh dear.
Let's see. So it simply, well, I'm not going to bother moving them, but because it just goes 30 feet straight up and then drops it.
So rude.
You know, and actually, gonna drop him over here. Because it's just a little bit further.
So rude.
You're not sure if he's dead, because he's kind of hard to see from this angle. But, you don't think you'd do too well falling from that height.
Yeah.
Aurelian, your turn.
So, where am I now? Is that me behind that tree?
Yes, I think so. Tristan, if you would
move Aurelion.
at least show him, where he is so he can make some decisions, because now he's close enough that where he moves kind of matters.
Yep. So I did a top down for you here at the bottom of the screen. Throw up a measure tool. Your head. There. Like 100 feet away. Probably not counting. I guess it's 100 feet away. It kind of ignores the elevation change. Call it 100 to the beast.
Okay. Here. Open. Here you go. Light. Okay, bro. No.
Right,
No.
we're in battle now. I should have battle music.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do.
You.
That's somewhere. Has the music started?
I can hear music.
Okay, just making sure, because sometimes I don't always remember to apply it to the game board, because I can hear it before you guys can, so...
I just say, alright, control. What's the rule for throwing something that isn't labeled as a thrown weapon?
It counts as an improvised weapon, and the range, I believe, is 2060.
Improvised. Okay, then. How far am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Would it be 8? Is it 8 squares before I reach the flames? Or get into the flames?
Roughly. But just so you know, the flames are mostly just for effect and lighting. They're not gonna... While there would be some, like, the trees might be on fire and the grass might have some fire in a few spots, it's not like enough to actually burn you just walking through the area.
Well, I'm not really worried about that. I was just trying to work out the distance because I can't make out the individual squares from this angle. So I don't have.
So 8 would get you. Oh, I need the other one. 8 would get you here.
Are you just holding the thing on the square?
Yes, that bubble that has 8 squares in front of you.
Yeah. No, it's just that there is lag for me on the stream, so.
Do you want to go to that square? Because I can move the token while he continues to hold the thing.
Oh yeah, I want to move closer to this
Three,
thing.
5, 8. That's 40 feet. So you are now in the fiery burned area, which I imagine is not an ongoing damage area, it's just...
Yes.
Yeah.
It might be if you try and, like, I don't know, climb a tree, for instance, but not from just walking through the area. Especially since part of it's stone.
It looks like you should be able to throw an item at this creature as it's 40 feet away, which means you would have disadvantage. But you can throw something up there if you want. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. DM.
That sounds accurate to me.
Okay.
And as it is an actual weapon, and not just, say, a stick, I'll let it have a d4 as opposed to just the default of 1.
I'm actually going to draw my rapier, and I'm going to prepare an action
Okay.
to attack it if it comes within range.
Okay.
But I'm going to shout at it.
Oh, I like this plan.
Okay.
And it's like, why don't you try and lift me up, you thing?
Intimidation check, please.
Intimidation. Oh yeah, because I'm really good at intimidation. I'm not really good at intimidation, I was lying.
Use strength instead of charisma for your base.
Yeah. Flex at it.
What does that become? Instead of a -1, that becomes a +3. That becomes a 21. So.
Alright. The chances it makes this save is very, very slim.
Did I drop something?
Okay, it looks pissed.
I am not a thing. I am a lot of things.
Referring to you, I meant Chimera.
Huh?
Anyways. That is Aurelion's turn. Eskel.
That's me. I'm among these trees over here. No, that's not me. That is... Where am I? There I am. I'm among these trees over here.
Yep, very glad I turned on the torches.
I mean, I could have also just, like, clicked my token, clicked my
Yeah.
thing, and it would have taken me over, like, aha, but I didn't do that. Alright, 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, oh yeah, 6. That's me climbing a GD mountain. So, I noticed that my character ran over an area that looked like cobblestones on the build. What does that look like to the character?
It's kind of like barren ground, stony in places. It's just kind of a non-grassy area.
Okay, so it is not a man-made structure.
Correct. It's not man-made.
Okay.
They don't exactly have a natural stone texture anywhere, so I think they were just trying to do the best they could. Okay, and I moved Dirk because he was
I think I just saw Dirk move.
Yeah, that was me.
Oh, okay. Oh, did he run off for Stella?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Okay, Human Knight continues casting spell. No one really sees what happens with the other knight. He may or may not be dead. Melsari, your backup has arrived. What do you wish to do?
I am going to
Leave.
Yeah, totally. Bye. No, I'm gonna cast. I'm trying to figure out how many spell slots I have. I can't really see the things very well on Beyond, unfortunately.
Look if you like.
What?
I said I can take a look if you like.
That's alright. I'm gonna... I'm gonna Ray of Frost it.
Alright, roll the attack. With advantage as you're hidden.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Wow, it's a real good thing I had advantage because one of them was a 1 on
Nice.
die. It's 18 total.
18 total. Let me check this thing's AC. Yep, that'll hit. As its body is primarily lion as opposed to dragon.
Yay! Alright.
You're lying.
It's gonna... I hate you. It's gonna take 5 cold damage, and speed is reduced by 10 feet until the start of my next turn.
Okay, sorry, how much damage?
5.
5 damage. Okay, let me,
Oh shit. That was a bad idea. Oh well, it's fine. Not that bad of an idea. And then I'm gonna move a little bit closer to Aurelian. Let's see.
Okay.
Hang on. Alright, I'm gonna go there and end my turn.
Damage is marked. Turn is done. Chimera goes after Aurelion. Oh wait. Before I do that, I need to roll the breath weapon. Alright, so it continues to go after Aurelion. Swooping down to about here-ish. Aurelion, please make your attacks.
How many attacks do I get again? Just
You get 2.
Okay.
As this is a paired attack and not an attack of opportunity.
Okay, what is this? This is a rapier. That's an 8.
Hit?
Really?
Like, no, I'm asking if that was 2 hit. I just want to make sure.
Oh yeah, 2 hit.
Yeah, no, that's a miss.
And that's a 12.
That is also a miss.
Joy.
So, it returns the favor. Does a 13 hit you?
Nope. So far, it is returning the favor precisely in kind.
How about a 23?
That's less in kind. Yeah, that hits.
Alright, it tries to gorge you with its horns. And you will take... There it is. 10 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
And then it makes its final attack. I assume a 24 hits you as well.
Oddly enough, yes.
No way.
Uh,
You were raging already, right?
not yet.
Whoopsie.
So please take 8 points of slashing damage as it manages to rake you with one of its lion claws.
Been raked.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a pile of leaves? You're gonna get...
Alright, have you taken the damage?
Yeah.
Okay then, it is your turn.
Again?
Oh
yeah, because that was a prepared action.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to channel all this frustration and pain, and I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Rage 1. And an advantage in strength and saving throws, not attacks, plus 2 melee damage. Yeah, and I'm going to do my attacks. Simple little attacks. Drag. And yeah, you fill it. Okay. That's a miss.
Okay.
What is that? That is... Well, it's a 19 on die, which plus 6 is a 25.
25. That'll hit.
And it's a d8. No. No, come back here. 5 plus 5 is 10 piercing damage.
Alright, it takes 10 piercing damage.
Just yeah, okay.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna leave it at that.
That's cool. Your turn.
My turn. My turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a nasty looking thing. Can I see the other fighters? I don't seem to be able to see them.
You wouldn't be able to see them from where you're currently standing, no.
Okay. Can I... Wait, what did you hide with, Kate?
It's broken. She attacked.
Okay, so I can see her.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just gonna, like, get there, look around, and go... 2 humanoids?
I'll answer back. One of them is down at the bottom of the hill, I guess. The Chimera dropped him. He's probably hurt.
I see.
Or I guess they're probably hurt. I don't really know their
Reason
gender.
enough for me to probably use my action. Five, 6. Rough. waiting until I can double and be actually to them. Okay, in that case, I will use my action to cast a spell.
Okay. Nothing here is capable of counterspelling.
Cool. Then I would like this Chimera to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. If it's not bad at those, I'm going to make it bad at those, because its personality is that it's constantly fighting with itself, and so would have very little force of will.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't matter. We'll poop anyways.
Okay.
So that is a 3.
A 3.
I blame the goat.
Yeah, it's definitely the goat's fault. Stubborn little shit. Okay, then on a 3, this thing is already hurt, correct?
Correct.
Cool. Big whoop. It's going to take 8 points of necrotic damage as I cast Toll the Dead.
Alright, it takes 8 points of necrotic damage and is bloodied.
And that is all I can do for now, so I will pass turn.
I love the little fires in Tailspire.
I know, they're great.
And I love the color, like the light given off is so like
Warm?
atmospheric.
Yeah.
Also, you forgot to do this.
Oh, you're right. Pew! Badoof!
Dirk, you're up.
Okay. I continue making my way.
Downtown, walking fast. Faces past. Are you home?
I mean, I'm walking at a reasonable clip, I feel. Would I call it fast? I mean, it's not slow.
I mean, it's fast for you, right? That counts.
Making the effort, you know? It's
I was like,
really all
I'm
that
not
can be asked.
slow. This is normal. The rest of you are just freaks. You're not meant to have legs that long.
What am I seeing from where I am? It looks like I can see it flying there above Aurelian.
Yeah. You'd be able to see the creature, Eskel, and Aurelion. Melsari would be hidden by the slope in the trees.
Okay. Let me just double check the bonus action spells that I might want to do. I don't think there's anything.
Aurelian is bloodied, by the way, just in case.
Okay.
I'm not sure if you were in earshot when I said it, but there's a knight who may be injured down in the little valley there at the bottom of the hill. I point. Oh, you can't see me, so pointing doesn't matter, but I say these things.
No bonus actions that I want to take right now, so I will end my turn. Hit the button. There we go.
Alright, I need to pull up one thing real quick. Oh, come on.
Are you checking the glorious cone that we're all in to just destroy us?
No, because I also can't check the cone stealthily. If I'm checking a cone, you'll see it.
I assume it's a cone. It's probably a cone.
Yeah. Alright. So, all of you will see some of the trees to the north of the Chimera start to kind of like wither and die. But from the remains, something will start to rise out of it. I need to be in build mode.
That's really unsettling.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point.
It seems par for the course in this continent, honestly.
What direction was that? North? East?
Yep. No, just north.
North.
I'll show it to you in a second. I just need to clear the trees. as this weird kind of rotted vine creature starts to emerge.
Great.
Not a huge fan of that.
You will no longer hear anyone chanting in Celestial. Side note.
I'm gonna say it might be a friendly. Give it a second.
At northeast.
Strictly north. Directly north of the Chimera.
Oak in there. Owlbear?
It's a fine creature.
Shim. Oh. I understand.
Oh, I need to roll initiative for this thing.
Oh.
Oh, we're almost out of time.
Yeah, if you want, we'll probably just end at the end of this initiative pass.
Yeah.
We don't have
Makes
10
sense.
minutes?
Oh, I guess we kind of do have 10 minutes, but...
I feel like a lot's about to start happening, though. A lot more is about to start happening because now there's more combatants.
Okay.
Well, if we can get to the
Huh.
end of the initiative round so that, start at the top, that's good, right?
Yeah, I think that
Yeah.
was what Derek had said.
I'm just saying, we have 10
Alright.
minutes to get there.
Yeah.
So the Shambler has rolled initiative higher than when it was summoned, so it is due a turn. So it comes charging in. What is your move speed? 5.
We attack
So 5, 10, 15, 20. As you see this thing just slowly kind of hulk its way across the battlefield, and then try and reach up with its viney tentacle like appendages and try and slam the Chimera back into the ground.
That's a big... Gonna hope that a Green Knight summoned it.
The first attack will miss. The second attack, however, will not. And the Chimera will roar in pain. As it just, while it wasn't able to grapple it down, it does take some serious damage.
How many heads does the Chimera have?
Oh, that's not what I wanted. The Chimera has 3. A lion, a dragon, and a goat. There we go. Okay. The other knight... is slowly making his way back up. Evidently not dead from the fall, but he does not look good. Well, sorry.
Alright, how not good is he looking?
Very bloody. So 25% or less.
I'm gonna hit it with a magic missile at...
Oh, did you mean the Chimera?
Yo, yeah, the Chimera. Sorry.
That statement's probably still accurate. It's pretty hurt. It's just bloody. But, you know, it's been that way for a little bit.
Fuck it, I'll just... Ray of Frost it again.
I bloodied it. Pulled it in.
16.
Alright, that will hit.
Woo! 11 damage. And once
Nice.
again, movement reduced by 10 until the end of the next turn.
Movement reduced by 10 to the end of the next turn. Okay. Sorry, I missed the damage.
11. cold damage.
11. Okay. Now it's very bloody.
Yay.
It is the Chimera's turn. Finally!
Own time.
So it's going to try and reposition Aurelion, if you'd like to make your attack of opportunity.
Kill
Wait,
it. Kill it.
Is this the Chimera moving on its own?
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm assuming the breath weapon is not a spell that I can counterspell.
Nope. It's still magical, so it would not an anti-magic field would deal with it, but not you can't counterspell it 'cause it's not a spell.
I think that's a 24.
That'll hit. Do you have Sentinel?
No.
Okay, just making sure. Roll your damage then.
12 piercing damage.
Ooh, is that like your max?
13, I believe, is the max when I'm raging.
Nice.
Okay.
Big hit. But it's still up and manages to fly over here and will attack the Shambler. Striking it for... How much damage do you do? For that much. Missing with its claws and then exhaling its breath weapon. Because apparently its breath weapon can actually be used as part of its multi-attack. So, Cone, start the Chimera. Since this thing's kind of... So let's see, that's 1 square, 2 square. Well, let me just change this point of origin real quick so I can get this a little more accurate. So it should be up to about the 20-foot mark because it's calculating differently. And yeah. So, Aurelion, please make a dexterity saving throw. Danger sense should give you advantage.
Yep. Let me see.
You're also close to Eskel?
Yep, you're within Eskel's range, so you have his bonus.
Which is...
+3.
Okay, so that becomes... Hold on.
Yeah, he is. He's just within my range.
Sweet.
Okay. Oh boy, thank Christ for advantage. Yes, that went from... That's 3 plus 9 is 11. So it went from 11 to 27.
Okay, so you will take half of this damage. Do I want it to be average, or do I want to roll it? Let's roll. Well, yeah, let's roll it for funsies.
That must have been one of them. Actually, that 4th edition spaces instead of feet. So that they didn't even have to get into the argument. That's a big number. Get into
Well,
the
it's
argument.
less than the average, though. So, you will take half of 27. So, 26.
13.
So, you'll take 13 points of fire damage.
Sorry.
How?
What do you mean, how?
I think you said ow.
O-W.
Ow.
Ow.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's fair. The shambling mound fails its save. But as the flame washes over it, you'll see that it doesn't have as much effect. Well, it has as much effect on Aurelion as it did on this thing, but it wasn't able to get out of the way. So from that you can infer it is resistant to fire.
That's really interesting considering it vines. I am very interested in this thing.
They are neat creatures.
So it was 11 for that, it was 13 for that, so that's 24. Yeah. Does that work? Let's find out. It does! Excellent. Alright, and I think that is the final pass with 2 minutes left to go. Because Dakamir is the bottom of the order.
I mean, if Vestal can kill it.
We have 1 minute.
Let me put it to you this way. There's going to be more that's going to need to happen very quickly. We're better off ending here.
Okay.
We want you to get to your party, hun.
I know, I appreciate it.
We don't want you to not make it to your party and then resent us for not getting to the party.
I mean, I wouldn't resent you for a choice I made, but...
Besides, I have homework that I have put off for too long.
Alright. Thank you for running the session. Sorry I was late. That's on me.
No worries.
Stuff
I was
happens.
late too, just less late.
I'm glad everyone could make it. I hope you guys have all had fun.
Yeah, this is an
Yeah.
interesting fight, and I'm glad the stakes are we're trying to protect some other guys. That feels very in line with at least my character.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know protecting people isn't exactly a Melisari's thing, but surely these creatures are interesting enough. You know, take some notes.
Nah.
True, they are very interesting.
We're ripping off on
Really,
her.
it's the two of them rubbing off on me.
Yep.
I got all the way here and I'm suddenly like, wait, why am I doing this? This isn't... What?
We show up and we're just like totally into it. Like, yeah, let's save these guys. You're like, God damn it, it's their fault.
Pretty much.
Alright, I need to set this to the default board.
Actually,
Alright.
more specifically, I got to the point where I was thinking, I don't know if 30 seconds is gonna be quick enough. They might die and then I'm like, wait a sec, why do I care? I don't know these people.
Yep, it's too late. One of us. One of us.
One.
Alright, I'm gonna head off now.
Alright.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Night.